Some time ago, in the mid-16th century, an astronomer, mathematician, and priest by the name of Nicolaus Copernicus had made a proposal that would change the way that we look at our place in the cosmos. You see, at this time, telescopes and observatories weren't exactly a thing. The universe was only what we could see from down here on Earth. Nobody on Earth could feel it moving, therefore we believed that Earth was motionless. It was this simple misunderstanding that caused the creation of the obsolete Ptolemaic or geocentric model of the entire solar system. In the Ptolemaic model, Earth sits at the center, with the Moon appearing in close orbit. Closely followed was Mercury and Venus, with the Sun sitting in 4th position. At this time, we as humans didn't really understand planetary mass. Consequently, we placed the Sun in the middle orbit of the solar system. Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all followed in respective order. Later on that century, Copernicus brought forward the idea that Earth wasn't in the middle, and was in fact just another planet, sitting amongst an infinite universe. He believed that the Ptolemaic model was incorrect, and that there was something much larger at stake. Further along the 16th century, a man named Giordano Bruno, who was a philosopher and cosmological theorist, became fascinated with Copernicus's theory. He believed that Copernicus was onto something, but didn't think that he did all that he could to prove himself right. Giordano said that one night he was visited by an unknown force in his dreams that provided him with a life-changing vision. In the vision, he said that he awoke inside of what he thought was a half-dome. The walls of the dome were covered in stars, with the sun residing in between them. Giordano made his way to the edge of the dome, where he touched the walls, and felt softness, like they were made from some sort of fabric. He lifted up the material, and almost immediately fell through and landed on the other side. He said that he experienced something that he had never felt before. He looked around and saw everything. He saw that there was no center, there was no up, there was no down. He saw that Earth was just another player in a much larger game. He saw no curves, he saw no edges, he experienced the vastness of the cosmos, the stars, the planets, all of it. When he woke, he attempted to share with the world what he had experienced. Unfortunately for him though, the world wasn't ready to accept his new perspective. He was denied almost all requests to share his knowledge with the general public. They hated his new ideas, and wouldn't even give him a chance to explain himself. But there was one place, though, that let him speak. As he entered the building, the audience began to laugh at him. They thought that he was insane. Why should they drop everything that they'd been taught, and accept a stranger's word? You have to realize that in the 16th century, traditional belief topped everything. If someone were to come up with an idea that went against these beliefs, then they'd be rejected almost immediately. Giordano was treated no differently. He would be returned to his homeland of Italy and sent to prison for 8 long years. He spent his time locked away, contemplating his vision. Each night he'd be swept away into the infinite beauty of the cosmos. He would leave Earth behind, fly past the stars, and experience new and untold worlds. When those 8 years were finally over, Giordano faced his verdict. He had been given the chance to surrender his thoughts, but stubbornly he refused. As a result, he was sentenced to death and burnt at the stake on the 17th of February at the beginning of the 17th century. Like all good things in life, there's a dark side to this theory. There's a dualism that comes with it. Claudius Ptolemy believed that since Earth was supposedly in the center, it meant that its inhabitants must be important and of great significance. The model was perceived to be correct because the brains of the people that used it couldn't understand that there was more to see beyond the blue sky. They were simply blinded by the technology of their time. Of course, now that the new Copernican model had been put into effect, it means that Earth isn't seen at the center anymore. It means that we aren't special, we're not unique, and everything doesn't revolve around us. From the perspective of the universe, we were simply grabbed from the dirty pile of cosmic waste and tossed into an infernal and ungrateful galaxy. But, as I mentioned before, a dualism comes with everything. Yes, the corrected model of the solar system might make us look completely insignificant in the larger game. But Earth has something special. Something that surpasses significance. Put simply, it's us. The fact that we as a species exists on Earth makes it the single greatest planet that we will ever know of. The universe might not give a shit about us, but hell if we aren't going to try. We were given a chance to understand our place in the universe, so center of everything or not, we're still going to give it our best shot. Because despite what the universe thinks, we're only just getting started. The moon has become a stepping stone into our place amongst the stars, and we're getting closer every day. In the blink of a cosmic eye, we'll have already left Earth. We'll be flying amongst the stars, we'll be setting up functioning human colonies on new worlds, and we'll show the universe that we are in fact worth caring about. Because we are the ones who will be entering this new era, we are the ones who will give the universe meaning, we are the pieces to this weird and wonderful chess game that we call life, and the game, my friends, has only just begun.